The sun was high in the sky, and Olive found herself in the middle of a desert. She was wearing a strange hat.
Oh, Bagag, what a big fancy hat. But where am I? And what are these big spiky things? Are they some sort of plant?
Suddenly, something long and squiggly appeared right behind Olive. When she noticed it, she was so surprised she stumbled back straight into one of the spiky plants.
Bagag! Ow! Ow! Me bottom! Me bottom! Oh!
I'm sorry. Please let me help you.
Olive sighed, relieved.
I'm Olive. Thanks so much for pulling out those horrible spikes. I didn't hear you coming. That's why I got so surprised.
Hola, I am Reptilina. I am a rattlesnake. Sorry that I scared you.
That's okay. I could see you're not scary.
Whenever I try to make friends, they always get scared away. Other rattlesnakes have rattles on their tails, so you can hear them coming. But mine, it don't work, see? People get scared of snakes, especially when they can't hear them coming.
Well, we'll have to find something that can make your tail sound again.
Olive looked around the desert. Soon, she spotted an old bicycle horn.
Oh, this will make a great new sound for your tail.
She carefully attached the horn to Reptilina's tail, and Reptilina tried it out.
It's a nice sound, but not quite right.
What about these?
Olive had found some bells on the ground. Reptilina tried them instead of the horn.
It's a bit closer, but my tail should rattle, you know.
Olive looked around once more. She spotted some rubbish left after a campfire.
An empty can of beans, some small rocks, and a stick. I think I may have an idea.
Olive put the small rocks and the stick inside the can. Then she attached it to Reptilina's tail.
Give this a try.
Olive, this is perfect. Thank you so much.
Suddenly, Olive and Reptilina heard some music. Two men in big hats appeared. Both were playing guitars.
Hola, we are local mariachi band, and that is a beautiful sounding rattling tail you have. Why, thank you.
Replied Reptilina.
Hey, our drummer, he is very ill after eating a mega spicy burrito, and now we can't keep our rhythm.
Said the other mariachi.
But maybe your amazing rattling tail could join our band. I think I'm too shy.
Reptilina said sadly.
Don't be shy, Reptilina.
Said Olive.
I'll even join in myself.
Olive picked up the horn.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be the best sounding rattle tail ever.
Olive played along with Reptilina and the mariachi band until the sun was setting.
Thanks so much for getting me my rattle back.
Said Reptilina.
And thanks for finding us a new rhythm section.
Said the mariachi.
That's okay.
Said Olive.
I was a bit rattled when I first arrived, but now I feel just fine.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Okay, actually, I was in a band with a rattlesnake.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.
Olive the ostrich!
It was a place covered in soft yellow sand, and it was next to a glistening blue sea.
It's a lovely sandy beach.
Olive looked down and saw she was wearing flippers. She tried to walk but fell flat on her beak.
Don't worry, little ostrich.
Boomed a loud voice.
I'll save you.
A strong-looking horse helped Olive up. He had the shiniest mane of hair and the brightest smile she had ever seen. He wore a red jacket and spoke into a megaphone.
Hi, I'm David Hoppyhoof, beach lifeguard.
Dang, your loud voice is making me ears ring.
You'll get used to it. I'm always here, so if anybody gets into any trouble on this beach, I will rescue them.
Well, you're a real hero.
Just doing my job.
Boomed David as he proudly combed his shiny hair. Just then, Olive heard a cry coming from the sea. Two tigers were in trouble. Their claws had punctured their rubber dinghy.
Help! We're sinking.
David, those tigers need your help.
But David had disappeared. Olive couldn't see him anywhere. Then she noticed a very funny-looking sandcastle. Olive shook her head.
Why are you pretending to be a sandcastle, David? Those tigers need you to rescue them.
I can't.
But that's your job. You're the beach lifeguard.
I was only pretending. I've always wanted to be a lifeguard, so I borrowed this outfit. The truth is, I never rescued anyone.
David started to cry.
You see, I hate the water. It makes my hair go all frizzy.
Help, we're still sinking.
Olive spotted David's huge comb and a surfboard lying nearby.
Oh, cool. A surfboard? I think I may have an idea.
David and Olive grabbed the surfboard and using David's comb as a paddle, they paddled out and rescued the tigers.
Hooray, you're our heroes.
They paddled back to the beach. David didn't get a drop of water on his shiny hair until...
There you go, my tiger friends. Back safely on dry land.
As David lifted the tigers onto the beach, he started to wobble.
Oh.
And then he toppled backwards into the sea.
Oh, your hair looks different.
Exclaimed Olive.
I love it. It's so big and it's so bouncy. It's really beach chic. Excuse me.
Came a stern voice. It belonged to an even bigger horse, who really did look like a lifeguard.
My name is Big Jim, and I am the lifeguard of this beach. What are you doing with my megaphone? I'm sorry. I only borrowed it so I could pretend to be a lifeguard like you.
Big Jim smiled.
I think you should keep it. After seeing you bravely rescue those tigers, I think you would make a great assistant lifeguard. Why, thank you.
Beamed David. He was thrilled. He couldn't believe his dream had finally come true.
And now you've got the perfect beach haircut as well.
Said Olive. They all laughed. And as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Heck, actually, I've been helping Hoppy Oof the lifeguard.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was standing in a clearing surrounded by tall trees. She could hear someone bouncing up and down behind a tree, so popped her head round to see who it was.
Hello, I'm Olive. Who are you?
Asked Olive.
I'm the juicy red-bottomed monkey.
He replied.
That's an unusual name.
Well, let me explain. I'm the juicy monkey, the juicy monkey. Knees bent, jump up, grab the juicy fruit. I'm the juicy monkey, the juicy monkey. Knees bent, jump down, roll it down this chute. It falls in here and you shake it all about. Ha ha! You turn your little handle and the juice comes out. I'm the juicy monkey, the juicy monkey. Drink it up and shake my bottom all about.
Catchy song, but I still don't understand what you're doing.
I'm making juicy fruit smoothies, of course.
Okay, but you didn't actually have any fruit, so that made the rest of the song a little bit pointless.
Ah, but that's exactly the point. I have no fruit. I've picked all the fruit I can reach. The rest is way up high. Too high for me.
Can you climb up the tree and get the fruit?
Oh, please. I'm a red-bottomed monkey, not a climbing monkey. Anyway, these trees have prickles, and my paws are very delicate.
Olive looked around the clearing and spotted the long chute.
A shoot. Lots of fruit a monkey can't reach. I think I may have an idea. We can use the chute to poke down the fruit.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
But Olive wasn't listening and started poking the chute high up into the branches. She poked again.
That's a funny sounding fruit.
That's not a fruit. That's a juicy red-bottomed fruit bat.
As Olive pulled the chute out of the leaves, she could see the bat was perched right on the end. He was wearing thick spectacles.
Who's that poking my tree?
Asked the juicy bat.
I'm Olive. Sorry for poking you, but I was just trying to knock down the fruit from the top branches to make juicy fruit smoothies.
Oh, I love juicy smoothies. Maybe I can help. I could pick the fruit and throw it down, but since I can't see very well, the fruit would go everywhere, and that's no good at all.
Olive looked at the bat, the chute, the smoothie maker, and the fruit high in the trees.
Gag, I think I may have another idea. Juicy bat, fly up with this chute. Roll the fruit down the chute, and we'll run underneath with the smoothie maker catching it all.
And off they went. The plan was going beautifully. Juicy Bat was picking the fruit and rolling it down the chute, but Olive was concentrating so hard on catching all the fruit that she tripped. The smoothie maker flipped in the air, and all the fruit landed splat on her head.
What's so funny? I'm covered in squashed fruit and there isn't any left for the smoothie.
Oh, never mind the smoothie. We can always collect more. You look hilarious. And now you're officially a juicy ostrich. See, you've even got a red bottom.
Olive looked around at her bottom. The berry she landed on had made it all red with juice. They all sang the song.
She's a juicy ostrich. The juicy ostrich. She tripped up and now her bottom's juicy too.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Gag, actually, I helped a juicy monkey collect fruit.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive had a scarf tied around her head, and there were huge sand dunes everywhere. The sun beat down, and it was very hot.
Phew, I'm glad I have this headscarf to protect me from the sun.
Exclaimed Olive. Suddenly, a man wearing long robes popped up from behind a sand dune.
Ah, finally I meet someone in this never-ending desert.
He seemed very pleased to see Olive.
Hello, my name's Olive.
Greetings, Olive. I am Ahmed, and you are very beautiful. I am certain you are worthy of many camels.
Oh, well, thank you, I think. Do you have lots of camels, Ahmed?
I do, yes, but a few days ago there was a huge sandstorm. It was impossible to see, and when the storm cleared, my camels were lost.
Oh, maybe I can help you find them.
Oh, thank you, Olive. I've been looking for them for many days. You don't have any water, do you? I'm so thirsty.
Sorry, I don't. And I'm starting to feel thirsty too.
Olive spotted something on the horizon. It looked like a couple of palm trees next to a pool of shimmering water.
Ahmed, I see water. Maybe the camels are over there.
Olive rushed off towards the palm trees.
Wait, Olive, come back.
Called Ahmed, but Olive kept running. She really needed a drink.
But Cake, where did they go?
She cried as Ahmed caught up.
Olive, that was a mirage.
What, Ash?
Sometimes in the desert, the heat and thirst make you think there is something in the distance that isn't really there. That is a mirage.
Oh, what are we going to do, Ahmed? I'm really thirsty now.
All we can do is keep walking.
So Olive and Ahmed set off. Soon the sun set and it was night. Olive gazed up at the twinkling stars.
Those stars look so beautiful.
Yes, they twinkle like your beautiful eyes.
Thanks, but let's concentrate on finding your camels.
Olive spotted a group of stars that made the shape of a camel.
Look, Ahmed.
Ah, yes, that group of stars is called the Humpy Camel.
Camels lost in the desert. Some stars called the Humpy Camel. I think I may have an idea. Maybe the camels would find their way by following the stars. So we should follow them too.
Ah, excellent.
So Olive and Ahmed set off, walking towards the Humpy Camel. Soon, Olive heard something carried on the wind. It sounded like disco music.
Egg! It's coming from behind those sand dunes.
Olive and Ahmed climbed over the top of the dunes, and on the other side they saw a huge lake surrounded by palm trees. Next to it was a disco, and dancing to the music were Ahmed's camels.
My camels, hello.
The camels were all sipping tall glasses of orange juice. A waiter came up to Ahmed and Olive with some drinks.
Thank you. you a drink at last.
Olive, I would be honored if you would dance with me.
I don't see why not.
So Ahmed and Olive joined the camels for a good old disco boogie. Ahmed was an excellent dancer, and Olive was having an amazing time.
Oh, I could dance with you all night, Ahmed, but I think it's time I desert this place.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Heck, actually, I've been partying in the desert.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.